Well, return to winning ways tonight. You must be pleased with not just the convincing scoreline, but the performance, especially in the second half.
Yeah, I think eventually. It's difficult because they pressed us high in the first half, and as much as we want to try and play out, the message at half time was we felt we were taking too many negative touches, and by that I mean our first touch was always back the way, and it was always back towards our goal and back towards our goalie. We wanted to try and change that in the second half, where have a positive touch. Just suddenly your body language is different. We look forward, and if you don't go forward, then you can come back. But I just felt early on, they pressed high. We couldn't break their line of midfield. We couldn't get beyond them. We couldn't get that pass, and it was on, but we just, because of the negative touch we were taking, it was always taking us back when we couldn't get in behind them. So we felt second half, if we could have been more positive in possession, if we could play more balls forward, if it meant even hitting a couple of longer balls down the channel just to stretch the game, then we could do that. The goal naturally changes. Once the goal goes in, they open up a little bit. The game becomes a bit more open in general, and we've got players who we think can hurt people. We've got players who can drift in the pocket. So it's good to see just relationships being built on the pitch. With Jack McMillan and Chucky, Ross on the right hand side, Jake and Jordan building relationships all the time. So when you see something coming together, I said to them, they put the work in, they put the hours in. We facilitate a session and try and give them what we're looking for, and how we're trying to play. And I try and do individual stuff as much as we can, and it's tough for them. They have to get up early in the morning, they have to travel distances on their own, but it's a great job. Fari said to them, it's the best job in the world being a football player. And particularly when you win, it's the best job in the world. So I think I've drifted off your question. You asked me about the game, didn't you? I'm talking about lifestyles and that, but we won the game. I think we deserved to win it. Even in the first half, when we didn't really have as much threat, we still looked like we could score a goal. So overall, really pleased. But it's just another building block. Wow, we've scored 4 goals and got 3 points. That's all it is.
Well, we'll drift back to where you were heading there. You said it's the best job in the world, and you as a manager, you said this is the way you like it, having the young players out there doing their thing. Just how does that rank with some of the performances this season for you, that second half?
Well, parts of it's probably as good as we've been. Against Dundee United here, when they had 5 first teamers as well, I thought we were decent in spells. Against Aberdeen, I thought we were decent in spells. So, you think back to the first time I spoke to you before Inverness away, and we spoke continually about consistency. And players are doing that. They're putting in consistent performances, but consistent performances at a good standard, not just consistently being 6, 7 out of 10. We're getting 8s and 9s out of 10, and I think when you get that, then you're going to be a threat. So I'm pleased because, I see what they do and I see what they're trying to do, and that's why I get frustrated with them. And I told them that today, and we trained this morning. I said I get frustrated at you because I see you in training and you're really good. So when you go into the game and you give away sloppy balls, you take risks, you don't do it in training. So that's why I get a little bit frustrated with them. I know at times they can be better. So I'm going to keep pushing them. I'm not going to say, well done us, let's pat ourselves in the back, let's take 4 days off. No, we're back in Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. We'll work hard. We get ourselves shaped up and ready to go again. So there's no coincidence that we're working hard and we're getting results. We've got quality at the top end of the pitch. You think we're going to hurt teams? We've got players who are learning how to defend, got midfield players who are learning how to fill spaces and get on the ball. So at the minute it's going well. But we keep our feet in the ground.
Some of that hard work is almost shown in the example of Jake Hastie. He wasn't really in the team at the start of the season, but now he's almost a starter, first name on the team sheet, almost with some of his performances. What do you feel that kind of surge in that performance level that he's brought, and all the other boys too?
For Jake, it's just a bit of self-belief. You said to me a couple of weeks ago when we put him back into the team, was that a message to everyone else that you have to play well or you lose your place? But no, we have to stick with the kids. We have to try and give them as much game time as we possibly can. But I said to them in there, they have to decide. We pick the team, we put them in. They have to decide, I'm going to make this happen. I'm going to work hard. I'm going to be super fit. I'm going to be as strong as I can. Everything positive about them, then replicate it. So Jake's trained really well. I said that to him a few weeks ago when he wasn't playing. I said, I'm actually enjoying watching you training. I can't wait to see you playing again. And he's reaping the rewards of working hard and keeping his head down. Andy Bowles is done a little bit of extra fitness work with him, so he's looking powerful, he's looking strong. But I think they all are. Ross McLean is affecting games all the time. Dylan Mackin with a hat trick, and I said to him, I'm more content when I see his link up play being better, because I know Dylan can score goals. Sometimes his link up play and his work rate at times, he's a bit lazy at times. In the past, not recently. So he's covering distance, he's covering good sprint distance in the GPS, he's holding the ball up. So there's lots of positives to come out. But when you're winning games and you're playing well, there's always lots of positives, But they then have to keep it going. They have to keep it going continually. Jordan Armstrong came in tonight. Jordan hasn't played an awful lot, and he fitted in well. He doesn't look out of his depth. Bringing Dylan fault on. I said to him, it's unfortunate, Dylan, because Jake and Dylan and Ross are playing ever so well. It's hard to leave any of them out of the team, but he looks effective, he looks a threat when he comes on. So the more players we can get looking a threat, the more players we can get playing at the top end of the game, then we'll win football games. We've no fear of anybody. Doesn't mean to say we're unbeatable, but when you're playing like this and you're full of confidence, the hard work must continue. You know, we must continue to work hard. We must continue to push these kids to the limit as much as we possibly can. And if we do that, then we'll maintain it and hopefully get better.
Right, thanks for your time, Craigs. Cheers.